And we are really proud to be able to dedicate this mission mosaic done for us by Gallery 53 artists in Meriden. It has represented our mission in black and white, originally designed by an intern in 2016. Elizabeth was excited to meet various users of the station. One particular individual was coming in with a service dog on a regular basis that she befriended. She got a real sense of how we interact with the community, decided that this was in fact a representation. And in talking with board members, Jeff and Elaine and Jim are here, I was kind of quizzing them and saying, I'm going to quiz them again for you. What do you see when you look at this mission mosaic art? What do you see about us at WPAA-TV, Jeff?
Well, I see a very inclusive organization, a lot of diversity, a lot of different folks with different occupations, a lot of different interests all coming together for community-oriented activities within Wallingford Public Access.
I'm going to ask Jim if he noticed somebody playing an instrument in that mosaic. Did that stand out to you at all?
It absolutely did. It appeals to the musician in me. That's absolutely right.
Yes, yes.
And one of the many things that we can do here is allow musicians to express themselves using WPAA as their platform. So I was very happy to see that.
There was one change from the original art. There were originally 2 dogs. Now we've got a mystery cat. They didn't know quite what to do with that spot because the dog was going to cover some of the sense of inclusion. In fact, these artists met at least 9 times for 3 hours, a group of at least 9 artists coming together to create this for us.
As a cat lover myself, actually, I think it's great because dogs are always included in a lot of things. But cats not so much, so I think it's great because it also, there's all different ages. There's the kids, there's adults, there's different activities going on, and that definitely represents our community.
I think the cat could also symbolize curiosity. People are curious about what we do. Come on in and check out the WPAA.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely got the attention of friends of the Wallingford Animal Shelter who use our space for their meetings. They couldn't make it for holiday greetings today, but they wanted to know if they could bring cats and dogs. Never had a cat in the Green Strain Fund yet, but there's always a first time. So there's another thing unique about this mosaic that has not been done by the Mosaic team before, and we feel is really important about our message for our time right now. Elaine, do you remember what that might be?
Yeah, it is the part about making a corner with the mosaic. Apparently it's not very easy to do. It's pretty difficult, and it does coincide with our kind of where we're at with WPAA-TV Media Center with turning a corner.
At age 30, it's our 30th anniversary. So this mosaic actually represents, we've been striving to do for 30 years, and we're at a turning point. The community is at a turning point this year, and we're at a turning point. We're looking forward to you supporting us on whatever that turn may be, and sharing your art, your passion, your stories about Wallingford with that mysterious design around the reporters there and our logo. Most people didn't recognize it at first, but now we've used it in other programs. We've used it for the Give Greater collaborative done by nonprofits that we help support and raise money for in May. And so it's becoming a more familiar shape. It's the shape of Wallingford. I'm here with Kathy, who is part of the Mosaic Magic team of Gallery 53 that helped us bring our mission into life through the mosaic art that they do. And I'd like Kathy to share a little bit about the process and how she feels about seeing this installation done, because it was quite quite a process, right?
It was, yes. Yes, it took us quite a while to do. Everybody took like a character from here and they worked on one, and then after the other we were doing them, and then you had to put the background in and the street. And then once you got all that background in there, it just popped out, because we kept taking pictures. When you do mosaics, sometimes when you're looking down at it, it doesn't look as good as if it was standing up. So one of our secrets to do is to take your camera and stand above it, and then it's great. It looks so good. Toward the end, that's what was happening. We started taking more pictures of it. It was like, ooh, it was so great.
Typically, mosaics are done for Gallery 53, and we commissioned you to do this. As part of our Connecticut Humanities Grant, we were able to do things that showed collaboration within the community, that showed something that would draw people in, that represented what we do from a humanities perspective, and to market ourselves and do outreach. And so we thought working with artists would be perfect. Tend to do more with a performance artist. We do have a gallery here called Street Shots that is a social action art gallery, and so having our mission be tied to that gallery seemed like a no-brainer after we thought about it. Now this particular mosaic is in color. The original art was in black and white silhouette. And one of the things that we thought that we could build upon was the inclusiveness, to add to the sense of diversity with the color, because we had diversity with the images, but we didn't have diversity with the being black and white.
Sure.
And so that was part of the thinking of how do we use art for us in a way that is powerful. But there's another part of this that was a little tricky for you.
The corner,
The corner.
Because when we had to think of how it was going to meet, and you have to leave space for the thickness of the board itself. And we obviously did a pretty good job at it. It's amazing to see once it's done, putting it up in the corner. We knew it was going to be in the corner. That was our challenge. We were hoping that, like the street going skinny like that, for perspective, was going to match up well when it was done. And we did a good job.
You did an excellent job. And we actually went back to our building guy that helped create this wonderful space from the cow barn that it was, to figure out how to actually hang it. We ended up finding mirror clips. So mirror clips are on the outside, and then this little bit of a shelf.
That's a smart idea, the shelf resting it.
Because it gets a little heavy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for coming down on our Celebrate Wallingford Every Day Mission in Mosaic afternoon here at WPAA-TV.
Thank you.
Great to
My
see you
pleasure.
here.
Yes.
We look forward to more of you joining us and being part of our mosaic as we turn the corner at 30 here at WPAA-TV. Thanks for watching.
What do you say? 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 What do you say?